good morning, and happy Monday. Welcome to another Mission Minded Monday with your favorite nonprofit strategist, Asia Nasir, as we get into another great content for aspiring and existing nonprofit founders, where my mission is to help you fulfill your missions in real time. So that is what I come here each and every Monday. For those of you that are, new to my page, or this is your first time coming to a Mission Minded Monday, this is what we do here at Utopian Enterprise. We help, giving tips and strategies, really from all angles, from a holistic approach, all angles, internal and external, as I mentioned before, to fulfill your missions in real time. So we're here for another great Monday. This is Cyber Monday, which is why I got my hat here, support Black-owned businesses such as myself. And so, I want to get right into it. I don't want to take up much of your time. And today we're going to be talking about a topic that I think is so important, especially as we're embarking into the new year. And that is website power play, strategies that every nonprofit needs for 2026. And this is really important. One of the things that I always encourage, especially fourth quarter, is to really evaluate where your nonprofit is. Good, bad, needs improvement, needs to rid yourself of. These are important things that your nonprofit should be doing during this time, starting in, September, really assessing where your organization is and seeing where you may need some improvement, or what things you can enhance in order to bring visibility, to bring awareness to your cause, and to bring, of course, donors, people that want to support, people want to sustain your mission, and even those that want to volunteer and support in any other ways. So this is really important. Your website plays a huge role in you being able to do that, your online presence. So I have two strategies today that I think are, secrets, really secrets, that a lot of nonprofits make this big mistake and don't enhance their or maximize the importance of their website and how it can really turn things around. So for many nonprofits, it's almost like an online brochure is really what it is. It's an online brochure that talks about what your nonprofit does, what services you provide, when you got founded, who was the founder, different things like that, how they can, that big donate, button that they can click on, how they can contact you. And so it's just very informational, which is great. You want to have the information, you want to support that. However, a lot of mistakes that nonprofits do is once they make that website, here it is 5 years later, 10 years later, that website has not been enhanced, it hasn't been changed, it hasn't been updated, it hasn't anything. So it's really outdated. It's not truly representing the organization today, what you're doing today. What programs you're actually servicing. You may go to a website and they have programs they've either never done before, or programs that they haven't done in a really long time, or services they haven't provided in a really long time. And so that's really not truly representing who your organization is and what it is that you offer the community. So you really want to make sure your information is up to date. So that's a common mistake that people make. But here I want to give you some power plays that are going to really change the game as it relates to your website. So, of course, updating your website. So if that is something that you're looking to do to change 2026 and enhance your online visibility and bringing awareness to your organization, I want to give you two strategies right now that's going to really make a difference. So strategy number one is what I call the trust shift. The trust shift. You got to make a shift in your website, but you're talking about building trust. So here's one of the secrets that I want to share with you. Donors support impact. Donors support impact, not intentions. And a lot of times our website, nonprofit websites, talks about our intentions, what we want to do, what our cause is, what impact we want to make, right? So it's talking about the intention of the organization. However, donors and even grant funders, because make no mistake about it, if you're applying for grants, they're looking at your website. So if you don't have a website, That's one of the reasons why there's no visibility, there's no donors coming to you, because there isn't this level of credibility. So if you do have a website, a lot of times what we do on our first homepage is about the organization, what your mission is, and that's great. You want to have that. However, on your homepage, if you want to make a shift, we're talking about donors supporting impact. What you want to do is have something on your homepage that talks about the impact that you make, proof of the impact that you make, no matter how small. No matter how small you want, especially if you're a startup nonprofit, no matter how small, you want to represent your impact. So something, I'll give you an example of what that looks like. So say you're running a, let's see, for food insecurity, especially during this time with SNAP benefits and all of this stuff going on, food insecurity. Say that's your mission. If that's what you're doing on your homepage, you should say, this year we have supported 432, just throwing out a number, 432 families to supply them with healthy foods, nutritional foods, families in whatever area you're supporting, right? So if it's in the Delaware area, Newark, New Jersey, or, Cleveland, Ohio, doesn't matter where, but indicating exactly what your impact is. We donated 1,000 pounds of, fruits and vegetables to children, school for school supplies and things like that. Whatever it is that you do, you want to be able to create the impact. If you're working with youth, how many youths have you serviced, and what has been the impact of your services for those youth that you've been, working with? That should be on your homepage, even if it's a blurb on the top. Like how you see on the bottom of mine where it has website power play. That's what should be on your front page on your website, is something specifying the impact that you're making, and make it be something that they see right off the back. As soon as they open up your website, they can see the proof, or a 20 and 30-second video on your homepage of the impact that you're doing. You can maybe have a parent, you can have a volunteer, a board director, the founder, or even a recipient of your services. 20 to 30 seconds indicating the impact of your organization. Just a click right there on the homepage. One of the mistakes that nonprofit websites make is the impact is like on the third and fourth page, or a little blurb somewhere where they talk about the services, or get involved or something like that. That's on like the third or fourth page. Sometimes a donor may not even get to that third or fourth page, because it has not moved them. It has not, evoked any emotion. Grant funders, they're looking at thousands of applications. They are not going through each and every page of your website and reading it word for word. So you want to make it something that catches the eye, something that's right there, going to grab their attention the minute they open up your website. Something like a blurb on the bottom, or a video on that front page talking about the impact that your organization has made within the community, or for a particular family, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But something that shows that, right? Donors give to outcomes, not organizations. You can have the most beautiful website, and it looks beautiful, it's aesthetically, pleasing to the eye, but it doesn't evoke any emotion. It doesn't give credibility to what it is that you're doing. It doesn't show that your nonprofit is active. It doesn't show that it's active. So you want to have something updated, something that shows them the minute they open up your website, right? And this is a power play. This is going to change the game for donors wanting to support your organization, grant funders that are looking like, whoa, and I know this to be true. In New Jersey, there's an organization, Girls on the Run. As soon as you open up their website, that's the first thing that's on their website, is how many girls they have impacted and in what way they've impacted them. That's the first page. And they're a nonprofit organization, and they're one of the leading girl youth, empowerment programs for girls. Their website proves it. Their website is indicative of why they're so successful. So that's strategy number one. Strategy number two is, And this is something that if you have an existing page, existing website, you may want to enhance it. This is upgrading your website, and this is it. I call it like a choose your journey, or a funnel. Is really what it is. It's a funnel, funnel page. Something that it's making your website engaging. It's not just a click here, click here, click here. Each page, you want it to be something that engages people, and you grabbing or meeting whoever's visiting your website. You're meeting them where they are. And what do I mean by that? Is you can have, like I mentioned before, it's engaging them. So you can have, as soon as they come on, the website is something that says, are you a donor? Are you a volunteer? Are you a parent? And each button that they click on will then guide them to the next page, right? Now, the next page can be exactly what I talked about, which is the impact that your organization is making. But it takes them somewhere. So now that you know that they're a donor, you have something specific to donors. Now that you know, if you're running a youth program and it's a parent, now you're funneling the parents to specifically information that you want them to have. And then they get to pick the reason for them visiting. They're here to donate. They're here to learn more about your organization. They're here to get help. Maybe they're a recipient, right? Or maybe they want to volunteer. Maybe they want to volunteer with your organization. So now this meets people where they are, and it personalizes their experience with your website. So it's not just an online brochure. This engages them, and they can, they can get out of the clicking here and making it like, forget it. I'm not getting the information that I need. I'm not in and out, especially as a donor. Once you get that donor to be like, yep, I want to donate, they want to get right there and be able to click, donate, and make it convenient for them, right? If it's something that someone that wants to volunteer, they want to learn more about your organization. They want to be able to, it's a parent. They want to know more about your organization. They want to know, is this a program, or is this a nonprofit that I want my child to be affiliated with? So now you're funneling them right to where they want to be, and you're personalizing it. So even if you have an existing website, as I mentioned before, to do something like this, you may need to enhance or add something to your website. So you may need a web designer to come and help and just enhance. So I wrote down a couple of things, and keeping it budget free, or keeping it low, for budgets. I know nonprofits, we got to keep an eye on that. You have Typeform, Google Forms. Now, Typeform is free. That is free. Google Forms, that's something that you can embed into your website to make sure that it's a form that they can fill out, or go right to forms that tells them learn more or whatever. ConvertKit forms, that's another one. Now, I haven't visited all of these, but these are, you can do your due diligence and see which one works for you. WordPress, I know WordPress is one of those, it's like love-hate relationship, but they have WordPress block plugins that, you can plug into your website, and it can funnel. You can create a funnel, or Wix. A lot of people are, doing their own website through Wix. Wix has where it's already built in. It's already built in. You just have to create it. Or Squarespace. Squarespace also has, it's already built in. You got to do it. And Canva. Canva does as well. So these are all built-in things that help you, create a funnel that personalizes your experience. So your website is not just this, okay, I'm just reading, which the attention span these days are not what it used to be. People want to be able to be engaged, to have an experience with your organization. Imagine first impression. Having something like that with your website, having a donor have that experience, having someone potentially wanting to volunteer, or a recipient being able to go right in and learn about your organization, and they can sift through all the other stuff that doesn't matter to them. And having that impact page for your website, that's going to be a game changer. That's going to be a game changer for your website. That's going to be able to, really help a donor say, hey, you know what? Again, it's not about should I donate, but why wouldn't I? That's what you want to create. So I have a checklist. I do have a checklist. It's a power play. It's a website power play checklist. If you're interested in getting that checklist, just put your email in the comment section on there, and I'll see your email address, and I'll send you the checklist. So if you're looking to start a website or to enhance your website, there's a power play checklist that I want to send you, so that way you can sit up here and just check off, and that way you can really change the game for 2026 and really maximizing and making your website a power play for your nonprofit to be able to benefit, to be able to get the support that it needs, and to be able to fulfill your mission in real time, bring that sustainability. So that's what I wanted to share with you on this Mission Minded Monday. Again, my name is Asiya Nasir, and my company is Utopian Enterprise Business Solutions. So if you want to set up a consultation to talk about this further, how to customize it for you, I am going to put my website on here. So if you want to make an appointment consultation, it's utopianenterprisebiz.com. That is my website right there. So I put it on there for you. Drop your email in the comment section, and make sure that you do that, so that way I can send you the Power Play checklist, website checklist. So again, until the next Mission Minded Monday, enjoy the rest of your day. Make it intentional, make it a power move, and make your organization what it is. Fulfill that mission that you're looking to do, and being, impactful in the communities that you're looking to serve. So until next Mission Minded Monday, I'll see you soon.